Thank you.
Thank you. So here we have the next one is Mark Craddock, please.
So good afternoon. Mark Craddock is my name. I'm retired. I'm 77. Before COVID, I worked out of the Christchurch Engine Centre for about 7 years, biking every working day. Very familiar with the route from our house in Jennifer Street off Waireki Road, going down Waireki Road until the Highway 1 was made access across, rather difficult, left-hand turn only. So the other alternative was to travel down Harewood Road. I left home approximately 7:30 in the morning. There would be only one other person, a worker I got to know, would be travelling along that route. I'd finish work at about 3:30, and on my return, sometimes I'd spend most of my time picking up glass, and there seemed to be a corollary between Thursday evening and Friday morning. So often I'd return perhaps with a bucket and a spade and shovel and picking up the glass. Very apparent, when obviously the authority did have a mobile vehicle to pick the glass up. On some occasions previously on Waireki Road, there would be a couple of recreational cyclists, but there are other alternatives. They can either go down Memorial Avenue, Waireki Road. From Waireki Road, they turn to Darcy's Road, and then get onto Harewood Road, and then go through that magnificent tunnel that was built, presumably by the City County Council, for pedestrians and cyclists to get across that very busy Highway 1. The other alternative is the Sawyer's Arms. Presumably people who are travelling were wanting to get out to McLean's Island, but thereafter, as I pointed out, the alternatives are they could go under that tunnel and then they get onto Highway 1, which is prohibited really, take the risk and then travel. Yesterday, for instance, talking about the traffic congestion, and I work in that particular area for the Aged Concern as a gardener, and so Greers Road is an arterial route, from Graham's Road, travelling either north or south. The question would be, why jeopardise really tradespeople who we benefit from by putting two bike lanes along Harewood Road? If need be, well, then make yellow lines and encourage the residential people to actually park up their driveway to enable the cyclists to travel into what is a defined white line route. Not very practical, for the hospital, charity hospital. Not very practical actually for the residential home, from between Greers Road and the roundabout leading into the supermarket. A lot of people travel and commute and purchase in the supermarket, and it would be a shame if they were jeopardised as well. I've biked most of my working life, and you use common sense actually to ride on those well-defined areas that the City Council have provided. The thought yesterday, 2:30, travelling down the Harewood Road, travelling east, turning right into Greers, and the traffic was right through from Greers Road corner, Harewood Road corner, right down to Cottle Avenue. If you put bike lanes in there, you would further jeopardise people frustrated, really, that the tradespeople. At the same time, there was the police used that particular route, the fire brigade used that particular route, getting from east to west. Are there any questions?
Oh, Sarah. Yep.
Thanks so much for that. So do you think that the City Council should be working to build a city for young people as well as those who are able to drive cars, for example. So providing safe transport infrastructure for those who wish to, say, bike to school along Harewood Road, those kind of things.
Obviously, very few pupils, high school pupils on bikes. It would be a great ideal if they did.
Yeah. Why do you think that they don't bike currently? Why do you think that they don't
Because
bike
their parents
currently?
take them to school to
Yeah.
and from.
So why do you think the parents choose to do that rather than letting them go by themselves?
Oh, but because unfortunately, they want to protect their family, their children, and to ensure that they get there safely and to return safely.
Yeah,
There
thanks.
are not too many high school students that I've witnessed in my time. And as I said, I'd finished work at about 3:30, around about the time that the high school, the students, pupils would be coming out. I mean, I've seen students along Reas Road, but I suppose they travel single-filely, hopefully, and with care.
Okay. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for bringing that to our attention. Thank you. Right, we won't just go straight on the next one.
Yeah.
Okay. Marjorie, please, from the Victoria Neighbourhood Association.